Hello friends, welcome to Acquire IAS. Today we are going to discuss questions based on map pointing questions, which is important for UPSC prelims and various other examinations. Right friends, so we will move further. So here you can see number WhatsApp number, that is you can join for mains answer writing initiatives. You can follow me on my Facebook page. You can subscribe the blogs for getting an interesting articles regarding personality development and other UPSC articles. Right friends, you can join Telegram channel for getting an PDF. So here for PDF from today onwards we are not providing PDF links below the video. So for this reason you have to join the Telegram channel itself, because it is the little bit red tab is becoming right. Next we follow today's agenda, that is questions based on map pointing for UPSC prelims. So today's our location is Arabian Sea. So why it was in news and what kind of questions the UPSC can ask. So we will cover all these topics and what kind of questions from similar areas the UPSC has asked the questions in previous years. So we will see all of the above questions. So now let us start. Arabian Sea. So Arabian Sea, it is bordered by northern part of the Indian Ocean and the principal sea route between the Europe and India, right friends. This is the main important, that is it is an important route between the Europe and India. It is not only important route in 21st century but since in the British rule time, right friends. Next, it is bordered to the west by the Horn of Africa. So here your homework is Horn of Africa. They have 4 countries in African region. So what are the 4 countries? So please do comment section, just google it, Horn of Africa, you will get the answer, right friends. So it is in west, it is bordered by the Horn of Africa and in Arabian Peninsula, right, and to the north by Iran and Pakistan, and to the east by India, right friends, and to the south by remainder of the Indian peninsula, right friends. So here you can see all of the locations, because from what perspective these kind of questions it is important, because in 2019 UPSC has asked a question, that is Mediterranean Sea, Adriatic Sea and some Black Sea is bordered by, or it is open to. So in this format this kind of questions is also an important, that is Arabian Sea is bordered in the east with the Horn of Africa. So then it will be a wrong statement, because Horn of Africa is bordered in the west of the Arabian Sea, right friends. So for this reason the statement goes wrong. So you have to be concentrate on this, on such kind of statements, right. So next we move further. Next, to the north the Gulf of Oman connects the sea and Persian Gulf via the Strait of Hormuz. So I'll show you all these points in your map pointing sessions, right, after getting 1 to 2 slides, right friends, after completing the 1 to 2 slides. Next we see, that is see, let me repeat this once again. In the north the Gulf of Oman connects the sea with the Persian Gulf via the Strait of Africa. That means the Gulf of Oman will connect the sea. That means there is a, see, this is a Arabian Sea. For example, this is an Arabian Sea and here it is a Gulf of Oman, and this Gulf of Oman will connect with the Arabian Sea. But how it will connect, that is the sea connects with the Persian Gulf via Strait of Hormuz, that is in between it is a Strait of Hormuz, right friends? Strait of Hormuz. So, and this entire region is called as Gulf of Persia, that is Persian Gulf, right? I hope you understand this statement. And to the west, the Gulf of Aden connects with the Red Sea, connects it with the Red Sea. So even the Gulf of Aden will also be connecting here, right? Gulf of Aden will also be connecting with the Arabian Sea. But how it will connect? It will connect through the Red Sea. Same situation, but here you have to change this name, that is Gulf of Aden, and in between it will be your Red Sea, right friends? So here the Red Sea is the median in between these, to connecting the Gulf of Aden with the Arabian Sea. So Red Sea, that is through the Bab el Mandab. So where the Bab el Mandab will lies here. So let me show you. This is your Saudi Arabia, right friends? And this is your Africa, right? So let me show you here. This is your India, and this is a Arabian Sea. So here this is a Red Sea, and here comes your Bab el Mandab. This is a Bab el Mandab. This region is Bab el Mandab Strait, right? And the Australia is separated from the Gulf of Oman basin by the Murray Ridge. This is an important fact which you will never see in any sort of books, right friends? So we have done a lot of work on this, so please make sure that you are making notes of this or taking snapshots of this. So whatever you want to do, but you have to be prepared with all these kind of facts, because UPSC will ask such kind of questions directly, right friends? Next we see further. See here the political boundaries of the Arabian Sea. That is, what are the political boundaries? Those are India, that is the countries which are bordered by the Arabian Sea, that is India, Iran, Pakistan, Oman, Yemen, Somalia, right friends? And in these small islands includes, that is Socotra. It is a part of the Yemen, right? Socotra, and of Horn of Africa, and Kuria Muria. Next, Kuria Muria Island of the Oman, Lakshadweep, a union territory of India consisting of the Lakshadweep, Minicoy and Amandivi islands. So in this you have 3 islands, you have to see this, and we will see about this in our map pointing session right now. Next, the latter constitutes a group of coral atolls laying between the 100 to 250 miles. Next, the southwestern coast of India. The Indus and the Narmada rivers are the principal water draining into the sea, right friends? So if I say pinpointly, so which river will flows large in the Arabian Sea? It will comes the Indus River, right? So now we move to the map pointing session. So this is a map of Arabian Sea, as you can see here. This is your Arabian Sea. So first of all, let us see about the political map. So here you can see on northwestern side, that is India, Pakistan, Iran, Oman, Yemen, and here you can see Somalia, right friends? And you can see the small islands which are included here, that is Lakshadweep. In this they have mentioned three islands, small islands, that is Lakadivi, Minicoy and Amendivi. So we will go through this, we will see about that too. Next we see here, this is your Red Sea which I have mentioned earlier, that is this is Africa. Next here it is your Saudi Arabia. So in this between, the Red Sea is becoming sandwich in between these two, and you can see here this is your Bab el Mandeb, right friends, that is your Bab el Mandeb. Let me erase this screen a little bit. Yes, this is your Bab el Mandeb and this is Gulf of Aden. So all these map based locations are very much important, right friends? So again, is there any location which we are missing? Yes, let me show you one thing. This is here Socotra island, which is a part of the Yemen, right friends, this is a part of the Yemen. So do not miss this, this is a part of Yemen, not Somalia. Next we see further, that is Arabian Sea has a monsoonal climate. So now we are going to see regarding the climate and economic facts regarding the Arabian Sea, right friends? So we will see different aspects as well, because UPSC is not sticking particular to the map based locations, it is just interlinking the concepts, right? Next we see it has a monsoon climate. First thing, recently the cyclone Vayu named by India is a deep depression, right? It is started as a deep depression, and whenever the deep depression, such kind of cyclones will be occurred, then different cyclonic alerts will be given, friends, right? So for yellow color means be updated, you have to be updated whenever the cyclone alert is given as yellow, you have to be updated. And when the orange color is given, then you have to be prepared to tackle any kind of situations. And whenever the red color is given, you have to take certain sort of actions. And then whenever the green signal is given, then no warning will be issued by any government or any other private agencies, right? Private agencies such like SkyMat. Recently SkyMat is giving an warning systems, right? Alert systems. Next, the largest river that flows in India is the Indus River. This we have discussed earlier as well, so no need to panic regarding this statement. Next we see other rivers that flows is, yes, this is an important statement because they are merged in many of the rivers in this. I mean, UPSC can ask such kind of questions, that is how many rivers they can ask, that is the number of rivers, right friends? So remember the even the numbers of the rivers, how many rivers it will flow in the Arabian Sea. Next, which is the longest in this. So now we will see other rivers that flows in the includes, that is Narmada, Tapi river, next Sabarmati river. So here you have overall 3 rivers, and which will include the Indus as well, that is the largest river, right friends? So here you can see, you can say that is totally 4 rivers, right friends? 4 rivers which will flow into the Arabian Sea. I am going very much slow because you have to get understand each and every integrities of this map pointing based questions, or else if you miss any sort of angle, then you will be just trapped to the UPSC board, right friends? So you should be not prey to that, so please try to understand. If you are not getting any points, please do comment sections, please let me know what is your problem there, right? But you should not attempt a wrong question here, right friends? Next we move further. Major ports of the Arabian Sea include, so what are the major ports which are included in the Arabian Sea? So that is one of the major port from India side is Kandla port, right friends? Kandla port, Okha port, next New Mangalore port, next Navi Mumbai port, next is Mumbai port, next is Pakistan's Gwadar port. Here you should not get this N, so Right, right. So Pakistan's Gwadar port, which is most probably contributing by China. Next, port of Karachi, right? Next, Oman's. What are the ports which are from the Oman side? That is Salalah, port of Salalah, and Iran side is Chabar, which is constructing by Indian side, counterpart to the counterpart of the Chinese Gwadar port, right, friends? Next, we see, I am telling you even the current issues because you have to get the contemporary issues as well, right? Next, we move further. Yeah, the Arabian Sea's largest island includes Yemen's Socotra Island, right, friends? So let me tell you. Wait. What's wrong going? Sorry. Oh. My tablet is a little bit touch screen, so it is getting like this. Yeah. So which is the largest island which is included in the Arabian Sea? Largest island, right, friends? So you have to see here, that is largest island, that is Yemen's Socotra Island. And Oman's Mashir Island, and India's Lakshadweep Island, and Pakistan's Astola Island. So you have to remember this. This fact was not mentioned in your standard books, rather NCERT. So please try to make a note of this, friends. Right. So let me clear the screen. By that you can write, note anything you want, or else you can even take the images as well, right, friends? So here I'll mark this because N is not there for this, right? So largest island includes Socotra of Yemen, Mashir of Oman, Lakshadweep of India, Astola of Pakistan. The largest port of Arabian Sea includes the Jawaharlal Nehru port from the Mumbai. Right, friends? Next we see further, that is, it is talking about the Carlsberg Ridge. So what is this Carlsberg Ridge? So this is the most important statement because it is not mentioned anywhere as usual. See, our efforts are just to not give you facts, but it is relevant in the UPSC as well, friends, right? Because whenever we are giving number of facts, there can be number of facts, but the thing is, which is most important, we have to grab out from that. In UPSC, it won't test your knowledge, but it tests your essence, right, friends? So I think you got this. Next we see further. So please be focused on this and make such a notes of this, or else you can take any short notes or snapshots, right, friends? So let us see further. Arabian Sea has two basins, that is Arab Basin and the Somalia Basin, which is separated by the Carlsberg. So right, friends, so this is the Arabian Basin. So the first one is called as Arabian Basin, and the second one is called as Somalian Basin. Why it is called as Somalian Basin? Because it is the Somalia is located here. This is your Somalia, right, friends? And this is the Arabian Basin, right? And these two are divided by Carlsberg Ridge. So this is your Carlsberg Ridge, right, friends? I hope you understand, and please take a snapshot of this. Let me erase this, or else you can see video again and again. It will be much more benefit for you, right? Next we move further. Yes, friends, so the economic and the marine life of the Arabian Sea. So marine life in the Arabian Sea includes shark, tuna fish, and sardines, billfish, moonfish, and several others, as well as the green turtles, hawksbill turtles, and dugongs. Whales found in Arabian Sea includes the blue whales, humpback whales, minke whales, sperm whales, and orca whales, right friends. Next we see fishing is a major small scale industry for several countries with coastline along the Arabian Sea. So whatever the coastlines which are located around the Arabian Sea, in that country the major industry, the major small scale industry is the fishing industry. So you can see from here to here, that is Somalia to India. So the major industries for this are the small scale industries are the fishing industry, right friends. Now at the end we will see the locations of the major islands in the Lakshadweep. So that which I have mentioned you, Lakshadweep, Minicoy and Maldives, right. So we will see about that. Lakshadweep and Minicoy is divided by the channel that is called as 9-degree channel, right friends. And here the Minicoy and the Maldives is separated by the channel that is 8-degree channel, right. And for your an extra information, let me tell you regarding the Great Andaman as well. So Great Andaman, so north of the North Andaman lies the Narcondam Island, right friends. Narcondam Island, this is an extinct volcano as well. And next we see regarding the Middle Andaman, and the location of Barren Island, which is a dormant volcano, is located in between the North Andaman and the Middle Andaman, right. Next we see regarding the location of the Duncan Pass. So where the location of Duncan Pass is located, it is in between the South Andaman and the Little Andaman. Next we see regarding the 10-degree channel. The 10-degree channel is located between the Little Andaman and the Nicobar. And at the end we have the Indira Point, which has been submerged in 2004 tsunami, right friends. So it is here you have to remember about the Little Andaman, because Little Andaman many of will confuse regarding this, because they think that it is located here on the top of the Northern Andaman. And why they will think that? Because first it will come Little Andaman, then Middle Andaman, then South Andaman, then Nicobar or smaller island, like that. So for this reason you have to remember this all well, right friends. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any doubts regarding this session, please do in comment section let me know once what is your problem, right friends. If you are satisfying with this video, so let me know even that as well, to bring a qualitative videos for more, right friends. And these videos is not only meant for UPSC also, and which is most important for various other state public service commission, banks, RBI exams, right friends. But most probably this will be included for these 3 examinations, right. UPSC, PSUs, PSCs and banks, right friends. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Please do subscribe for Aquar IAS. Thank you very much. Have a great day.